It's important to note that the USMCA does remain in effect for now, but what you essentially see is President Trump injecting a new way to sort of push the U.S. negotiating position. I mean, listen, USMCA was a landmark of his first administration. He called it one of the greatest deals ever made, but he found in the second term that this was really an impediment to his desire to impose sort of broad tariffs on certain sectors of the economy with Canada and Mexico. The agreement essentially acted as a shield against that. So what you're going to see, I think, is the USMCA remaining in effect, but the president trying to chip away at it. And indeed, automakers, there's a lot of sectors that are really going to be impacted by this and are going to feel the squeeze.
Why is the U.S. doing this, Nick, do you think?
Well, I think the big thing is tariffs. Trump really likes tariffs. Tariffs have been a huge weapon in his arsenal in the second term, and the USMCA essentially means that he can't really inject or impose tariffs on certain sectors of trade having to do with two massive U.S. trading partners, Canada and Mexico. So he wants to figure out ways to either change the terms of the deal. There will be these rolling negotiations over time, so he can get what he would potentially see as more favorable terms than the ones he negotiated, 6 years ago. But generally, it doesn't allow him to tariff sectors of the economy and get rid of those trade deficits that he so despises.
So for some, to me, it kind of feels like the USMCA has lost most, if not all, of its teeth. That one could argue there really is an agreement. All three countries, Canada and Mexico presumably could be open to trade sanctions, tariffs at any point now.
Right. Your question really points to the big issue here, which is there is so much we don't know about what happens next because, what is clear is that USMCA does remain in effect for now, but that hasn't stopped the president in the past from saying, okay, I'm going to impose these tariffs. So there are plenty of scenarios where he could basically contravene the terms of the USMCA and say, I'm going to impose tariffs on certain sectors of the economy, on certain elements of trade that I don't like. And that may violate the USMCA, but we can leave that for the courts to decide. And in the meantime, I'm going to impose those tariffs. So, even if we're still trying to get a sense for the details and what it means, it's definitely a situation that is not going to be welcomed by Canada or Mexico and is going to really have an impact on automakers, all sorts of other importers into the U.S. from these two countries who might say, okay, hey, we're going to hold off investment for now until we see the way things shake out.